There are 3 easy steps in creating your resume link. Let me show you how.
Step 1. Register. Go to www.jobs180.com using any browser and click Register Now. Fill out all the information needed. In choosing your resume link, use your full name so that it looks professional and it's easy to recall by potential employers. For example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz .jobs180.com. Step 2. Create and design. When creating your resume, make sure to complete your personal information and upload your profile picture. One of the highlights of the resume link is the portfolio section. In the portfolio section, you can show off your skills by uploading samples of your work like documents, pictures, videos, and your social media links.
Your resume link also features different themes and you can upload a cover photo. This is a combination of a cover letter and a social network cover photo. Here is an example. You can also download a copy of your resume link and print it. Step 3. Apply for a job. There are many ways to apply with your resume link.
First is browsing the job recommendations in your Jobs 180 dashboard.
If you're qualified, click Submit Resume Link. So what are you waiting for? Dress up your next generation resume, stand out brightly among the competitive job seekers in the market, and win the heart of your future employers using Resume Link.
Join the team of experts with the most advanced machine intelligence available and help transform how businesses and their people perform. Empower your career at Accenture. Let there be change.
Being one of the alumni of Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Marikina, I am so grateful because it gives me an opportunity to reach my goals and dreams in life that I have right now. I am Bonifacio A. Matondo Jr., graduated in a course of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English, batch 2013, a licensed professional teacher, a storyteller, a writer, and a teacher in a public school institution, Schools Division of Pasig City. Proud, PLMar.
As a graduate and alumni of the Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Marikina, I am able to utilize my knowledge, skills, and attitude as a healthcare professional here at the National Kidney and Transplant Institute. Guided by the 3 core values taught to me by the PLMar, which is discipline, good taste, and excellence, I am able to defend the front lines brought to us by this COVID pandemic here at the National Kidney and Transplant Institute. I am Mark Jefferson Escolar, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, batch 2011. I am proud nurse PLMar.
Ever since when I was young, it has always been my dream to become someone that will be able to help people in whatever way possible. That dream started to realize when I decided to enroll at Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Marikina. Several years after, not only that I was able to reach that dream by taking care of sick people, but also I was able to mold future generations of professionals by becoming an academician myself. I am John Eric de Guzman Rosales, a licensed professional teacher, a registered nurse, a registered midwife, currently working as a faculty of Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Marikina College of Health Sciences, a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Nursing Program, batch 2008, and a proud PLMarian.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to jobsgenerated.com's Marketing Me. We are live at Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Marikina. Also been advised that students from CEU Manila will also be watching with us. So today, we will be joined by speakers from Direct Business and ADP Philippines. Before we start, may we invite everybody for the PLMar hymn, followed by the opening prayer.
Kung ang bayan ko ay maninikluhod, sabay-sabay sa pagsamo, sa pangalan mo manilikluhod at tatalikdan ang diwasto. Sa langit tiringgin ko, patatawarin ang sala nyo. Sa tuwin ay diringgin ko, hihilumin ang bayan nyo. Panginoon, hilumin mong bayan ko. Aming samo, magbalik ang bayang ito sa iyo. Panginoon, dinggin at hilumin ang bayan ko. Patawarin mo't hilumin ang bayan ko. Kami po ang sumasamo, dalangin ang aming puso. Sa pangalan mo maninikluhod at tatalikdan ang diwasto. aming Diyos sa iyong awa, patatawarin sa aming sala. At naway kami dinggin, bayan namin ay hilumin. Panginoon, hilumin mong bayan ko. Aming samo, magbalik ang bayang ito sa'yo. Panginoon, dinggin at hilumin ang bayan ko. Patawarin mo, hilumin ang bayan ko. Panginoon, hilumin mong bayan ko. Aming samo, magbalik ang bayang ito sa'yo. Panginoon, dinggin at hilumin ang bayan ko. Patawarin mo, hilumin ang bayan ko. Patawarin mo, hilumin ang bayan ko.
Alright, so welcome everybody. So handa na ba tayo? By the way, I'm Shari from Academic Languages. Hope that everybody is excited to learn new things today. So ako ang magiging host ngayong umaga. So to officially start our session this morning, may we invite Prof. Renante Hinanay, PLMar OSAS Internal Director, to give us the opening remarks po. Sir Inan, if you are there. Good morning, sir.
Hi,
Sir,
good morning, ma'am.
I give the floor to you to give your
Okay po.
opening remarks to the students.
Yeah. Salamat. Good morning, everyone. Good morning sa mga tiga PLMar yan at sa lahat ng mga estudyante na narito sa oras na ito. Malugod ko kayong binabati at tinatanggap sa ating gawain sa umagang ito. We are happy dahil kayo ay kasama namin bagamat may mga hamon tayong pinagdadaanan na dulot ng pandemya. Nais kong pasalamatan at aking binabati ang mga panauhing pandangal o yung mga tagapagsalita na inibitahan ng jobs180.com. Maraming salamat po sa paglilingkod sa aming mga PLMarian. At nais ko ring batiin yung aking masisipag na kasama sa departamento ng Office of the Student Affairs and Services, both external and internal, sa pangunguna ng aming masipag na leader na si Sir Ryan Lim. At of course sa aming mahal na Pangulo ng Universidad, si Dr. Erico Habihan, sa patuloy na suporta sa aming opisina at sa aming mga estudyante. At higit sa lahat, nais kong batiin yung aming mga mahal na soon-to-be na magtatapos ng mga estudyante. Hopefully, ang career talk na ito ay magbibigay ng mahalagang impormasyon sa iba't ibang aspeto ng trabaho sa industriya na maaari nating kabilangan o maaari niyong kabilangan. Ito rin ay magtuturo o magbibigay ng kaalaman na dapat niyong malaman na maaari niyong magamit at gawin at para magawa ang mga bagay na kailangan at hinihingi ng inyong napiling propesyon. Ang bagay na ito ay hindi mapangyayari kung wala ang inisyatibo at partnership ng Jobs 180 at sa pangunguna ng Student Affairs and Services sa pamamagitan ni Sir Ryan Lim. Dalangin ko na ang layunin at gawain na ito ay magdulot ng kaalaman, kahusayan, magbibigay ng idea na inyong mapapakinabangan upang sa inyong paghahanda sa mga napiling trabaho o profesyon ay at least we are ready. Muli, magandang umaga sa ating lahat. Pagpalain nawa tayo ng may kapal at I hope you enjoy listening. Maraming salamat po sa inyo.
Maraming salamat po sa Ina. Napakagandang mensahe po para sa mga estudyante. Salamat, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, to represent Centro Escolar University, may we call on Sir Jericho Ordina, AVP for Business Affairs and Career Services and Placement Office. So, para naman ito sa mga nanonood na taga-CEU. So, good morning, Sir Jericho. How are you, sir?
Good morning.
Sir, I give the
I'm
floor
good.
to you. Please address your students po.
All right. Thank you, Shari. Magandang umaga, magandang araw sa inyong lahat, sa ating mga kasama sa PLMar, kay Sir Inan, at sa mga graduating students ng PLMar, and of course to our graduating students of the CEU campuses in Manila, Makati, and Malolos. Very good morning to all of you. Una sa lahat, tayo nagpapasalamat sa ating partner, Jobs 180, kay Mr. Kim Chu. Kim Chua pala, parati niyang sinasabi yan na huwag siyang mapagkamalan Kim Chu. So Sir Kim, thank you for inviting us to join in this career orientation. I'm sure our students will learn a lot from this. Of course, we are still in a pandemic and times are hard. Everything is online. But as I've been saying, there is a silver lining amid this pandemic. Akalain ninyo kahit na lockdown, there are restrictions in our mobility, but we can still apply for a job during this time. And it's very, I'm very happy to have this partnership with Jobs 180 because we are taught on how to do that online. We are taught on how to prepare our ResumeLink and in all the other aspects of application. We are being taught how to ace an interview, how to be presentable, how to make a short video that you can attach to your ResumeLink. All of this, we are very fortunate that we have Jobs 180 to teach us. So for our students, my congratulations. You will graduate in a month's time. Just keep on. Times are hard. I'm sure some of you have lost a loved one or is sick of the virus, but keep strong because all of this will come to pass. In my closing, during this time of pandemic, we have a lot of time, right? So sometimes we watch Netflix. So the other night I was able to watch Unbroken. This is a movie that tells the life of Louis Samperini. In the movie, he said that a moment of pain is worth a lifetime of glory. So tunay na nararamdaman ko ito, no? Kasi I was once like you, a graduating student. And when I was about to take the board exams, I really studied for 6 months for the CPA board. No? Talagang it was a painful experience for me. But 6 months after that, and I passed the board, it was already a lifetime of glory. So come to think of it, the pain that we are in right now, of course, I'm sure some of you are having a difficult times with all the requirements of graduation, but this is just a moment of pain. Okay, the lifetime of glory is worth it. So, kapit tayong lahat, maski nahihirapan kayo, never give up. Okay, and I'm sure at the end of the day, balikan nyo yung mga sacrifices ninyo at masasabi ninyo, just like what I'm doing right now. Looking back, it's really worth it. I am now in my middle 50s, and I'm still, benefiting all the fruits of my labor when I was a student. So again, congratulations, and keep it up, and make it count. Mga Escolarians, please listen and make it count. Thank you and good day.
Thank you for that, Sir Jericho. Talagang heartfelt, no, sir? We needed to hear that today. So thank you, sir. See you po again in other events po. Thank you, sir. Alright. So maraming salamat po sa mga nagbigay sa atin ng opening remarks, Sir Inan and Sir Jericho. Thank you. So as usual, for our audience, please comment your name and course so we know kung sino yung kausap namin and we can address yung discipline ninyo sa speakers natin later. Alright, so kung may mga friends pa kayo na hindi pa nanonood, please tag them and share this video to them. And we would also like to thank Accenture for being one of our corporate sponsors for this event. So kung meron kayong gusto nyo i-check out kung ano yung mga vacancies sa Accenture, it's available at jobsready.com/Accenture. Yeah. So here is our schedule for this morning. So first topic, we will be doing online applications. So ResumeLink, that will be discussed by jobsready.com. Next, we will be doing communication skills and interview tips. So that will be presented by Direct Business Technologies. And lastly, how companies hire for work from home jobs, which will be discussed by ADP Philippines. Yeah. So shout out to everyone who is here and who is on time. Thank you. So again, wag kayo mahihiya mag-type ng question sa comment box kung meron kayong tanong sa ating speaker. So later, i-address natin sa speaker natin yan, right, after their presentation. Right? So our first speaker, let's go to our first speaker. Our first speaker is Sir Kim Chua. He is the managing director of jobsunity.com, and he has 20 years of experience in sales, marketing, business development, customer service, operations, business process, and human resources. He is a trusted resource speaker, and he has done over 1,000 career development seminars in more than 400 plus colleges and universities nationwide. And so, Sir Kim, kung handa na po kayo, the floor is yours. Take it away, sir.
Everyone, allow me to share to you how to make a job-winning resume. Yan. A lot of you are now looking for a job and exploring for the next chapter in your life. I hope that this session will be able to help you. No, not only you, but the people that you know that needs help in terms of how to make a job-winning resume. Yan. So yan na tinatawag natin ResumeLink. A lot of platforms right now, mga online platforms are being offered left and right. But for you to know paano to magiging job-winning tool or job-winning resume to, meron akong checklist. So go with me, no, with all these checklists. Your checklist should include the following. Number one, kailangan mag-stand out ka. When you look for a job, you have to be able to stand out. Because if you're not going to be able to stand out, then I think you'll just be part of the crowd. You'll be one of the next applicant na wala lang, na hindi mapapansin. Another thing that should be in your checklist is that you should only have one file. Hindi dapat maraming files na iba-iba sinesend sa mga companies. Mas maganda, isang file lang para pag sinend mo, lahat ng details mo nandoon na. Another thing in your checklist is that it should make the process more efficient. Ibig sabihin, mas mabilis mag-submit, mas mabilis makita ng HR, at mas mabilis kayo makontak for possible next steps na or possible job offer na. Now, another thing in my checklist is that dapat tipid ito, wala tong gastos. The tool that I will show you today, wala itong gastos. Libre po ito. At higit sa lahat, itong pinaka-importante sa lahat, this should be in your checklist. The tool should be secured. Okay? More than anything, importante talaga ang data. Pero ang data ninyo, dapat yung protectionan. And using this tool, this is the most secured resume kung tawagin. Bakit siya tinawag na most secured resume? Let me go through the next slides na. Okay? Ito tinatawag na ResumeLink. Okay? A personalized URL for anyone can open online anytime. I will use an example para makarelate kayo. If you are John Santos, ang link mo or resume link mo pwede maging johnsantos.jobs180.com. Ganun lang kasimple. At yan na po ang resume link nyo. So how do you make one? Go with me through the 3 simple steps. First step is you have to register. Absolutely, wala tong bayad. Libre po ito. How do you register? You go to the website of jobs180.com. That's www.jobs180.com. jobs180.com, at doon ka mag-register on the upper right side of your screen. Now, as you do that, you have to put the basic information. Okay? So alam nyo na ano mga information yan. Hindi ko na isa-isahin. Babawasan nyo naman at alam nyo naman ano dapat ilagay. Now, as you create your account, you have to use a valid email. Okay? Now, before we go to the email, paalala ko lang, sa mga nag-isip sa inyo, paano kung hindi ako si John Santos, ano gagawin kong ResumeLink? O yan, baka nag-isip kayo eh. So, if ever lang, mayroon kang kapangalan, okay, just so happen na may ibang John Santos na nauna sa inyo, ano mangyayari? Magkakaroon doon na red na box, sasabihin niya, this name has already been taken. Huwag kayong malungkot. Pag taken na, okay lang, just be creative. Pwede mo gawin, baliktarin mo. Gawin mo santosjohn.jobs180.com o kaya J Santos o kaya Santos J o kaya JS o kaya SJ. Depende kung ano gusto mo gawin. Basta importante, wala kang kapangalan. Okay, wala kang kapareho. Now, when you do this, huwag kayong OA. Do not create yung mga ganong klaseng over-creative na mga resume link because it doesn't look professional. Imagine submitting to a company with your resume link that says eljablo.jobs180.com. Hindi yan mukhang professional. Okay? Now, when you register, please use a valid email. Ito yung emphasis ko lang sa pag-create nyo ng account na dapat gamitin yung email, yung nabubuksan yung email, kagaya ng Gmail, Yahoo, or any email na nabubuksan nyo. Do not create, example lang yung mga email na kagaya ng ganito, patricia@facebook.com na email. Huwag kang gagamit ng joseph@facebook.com na email to register. In short, huwag mong gagamitin yung @facebook.com na email. Because if you use @facebook.com na email, you will no longer be able to receive notification being sent to you by the companies as well as jobs180.com. Importante po na nabubuksan nyo yung email nyo kasi kailangan mo i-verify yung account mo. Okay? It is very important that you verify your account as a proof na ikaw nag-register at pangalawa, para ikaw ay makapag-apply. If you don't do this, if you don't verify, walang mangyayari sa account nyo. Okay? So sayang lang. So you have to verify to finish the first step. Okay? How do you verify? Just open your email, look for the link, click mo yung verify, you're done with the first step. Okay? Tapos na yung first step. Ano yung first step? Register. Wala tong bayad. Let's go to the second step. Ang second step, ang pinaka-logical sa lahat. Kailangan kumpleto ang detalye nyo. So how do you do that? You go back again to your account by going to the website of jobs180.com. This time, hindi mo kailangan mag-register. Ang gagawin mo, mag-login. Pag login mo, lagay mo dito yung email nyo or resume link nyo. Kayo lang may alam yan. At lalo na yung password nyo na kayo lang talaga may alam yan. So when you do that, you now go inside your account. Pag nasa loob na kayo ng account nyo, ano gagawin nyo? Mabilis na lang ito. Fill in the blanks. Okay? Now, I don't have to go through all the information here because definitely, alam mo naman pag sinabi ditong name, malamang pangalan nyo. Pag nakalagay dito address, malamang address nyo. Diba? So, you put all the information ninyo dito. Okay? Lagay nyo. Then, what else do you put in here? Importante po, lagay dito lahat ng posibleng paraan na pwede ka makontak ng isang HR. Kagaya ng social media account nyo. Diba? Hindi lang email tsaka phone number. Bakit? Most of the time, ano nangyayari? Okay, let me tell you. Marami sa inyo nilalagay nyo phone number nyo. Pero pag tinatawagan kayo ng HR, hindi nyo sinasagot. Lalo na pag hindi mo kilala. Hala, sino kaya ito? Hindi mo sasagutin. Diba? Kasi takot kayo, baka nagsascam or whoever yung tumatawag. So, ano mangyayari sa mga HR? Mag-i-email kami ngayon sa inyo. But you don't open email more often than you open your social media account. So, I recommend lahat ng posibleng paraan na pwede ka makontak na isang HR, ilagay mo dito. Kagaya ng mga Facebook nyo or Twitter nyo para mabilis ay makapag-PM. Private message, makapag-invite for the next step. Okay? What else do you put here? You also put here your work options, yung mga work experience nyo. Pagdating po sa work options, you can see on the screen, you have 4 options na pwede nyo pagpilian. Parang switch lang yan. Yes, no switch, on, off switch. So you can choose here, example, looking for OJT, lagay mo yes, if you're looking for OJT right now. And later on, pag hindi na, turn it off. Edi lagay mo na no. Diba? So depende yan kung anong mas trip nyo or anong mas pasok dun sa hinahanap nyo right now. What the system will do is it will try to match you with companies who are also looking for the same profile with what you have. Yan yung kagandahan ng tool natin. Hindi mo kailangan mag-door-to-door para mag-submit ng resume link ninyo. Okay? What else do you put here? You put here your school under education. Even later on, okay, pagka-graduate nyo, you can also put here your schools. Yung mga nag-take pa kayo ng further studies, pwede mo rin ilagay dito. Okay, so walang limit sa space yan. Pagdating ko sa seminars attended, ganun din. Kahit gano'ng karami, pwede nyo ilagay dito. Kahit magkopyahan pa kayo. Just make sure lang alam mo yung seminar na yon. Kaya baka matanong ka sa interview. Pagdating po sa certification, ganun din. Put all the certification programs that you've had, you put it here. Okay? When it comes to the achievement, do not limit your achievement only inside the school. Hindi lahat na nakikinig ngayon ay Dean's Lister. Hindi kayo lahat dito ay honor student. Diba? Ayan, nag-agree marami sa inyo. So, hindi lang po ang achievement nakabase sa academic excellence. Some of you are student leaders. So, if you're active sa school, you also put it here kung ano yung mga pinagkakaabalahan nyo. And hindi lang sa loob ng school, even outside the school. If you're active in your barangay, halimbawa, isa kang tanod, ilagay mo dyan. Diba? Yan yung mga achievement ninyo. So, you put it here. Bakit? Because what you're doing now is you're trying to market yourself more effectively to that prospective company. Okay? Now, when it comes to the skills and languages, ito yung common observation namin mga HR. Pagdating sa skills, nilalagay mo lang na skills yung mga umiikot lang sa course nyo. Hindi porkat communication arts ang course mo, com arts lang ang skills na alam mo. Hindi porkat engineering ang course mo, ang alam mo lang na skill ay pang-engineering. Hindi porkat tourism or HRM ang course mo, ang alam mo lang na skill ay pang-tourism at pang-HRM. Maybe some of you are into multimedia, into photography, into videography, into something else, arts, crafts, whatever. Lahat ng yan, skills nyo yan. Remember, what you're doing here is you're marketing yourself more effectively. Kaya kung ako sa inyo, ilagay mo dito lahat ng skills na alam ninyo. Pagdating po sa languages, ganun din. Huwag mong ilimit yan sa dalawang lengguwahe lang. Because I'm sure alam nyo na yung dalawa. Kung dalawa lang talaga alam nyo, din dalawa lang. Ano tong dalawang to? English and Tagalog or Filipino. Okay? Now, if you know other local dialect, Bisaya, Kapampangan, Sabacano, Ilonggo, you can also put it here. If you know foreign languages, German, French, Chinese, Japanese, diba, Korean, pwede mo ilagay dyan. Okay? Walang limit sa space yan. When it comes to the references, sigurado ko yung mga references nyo, kilala nyo. Ang malaking tanong dito kayo ba'y kilala nila? Sana oo, di ba? Kasi madalas pag tumatawag kami sa mga references nyo, hindi kayo maalala. So please tell them, ginawa nyo silang reference para at least they know what to tell about you. Okay? Now at this point, to make your life easier, kung sakali lang nakagawa ka na ng resume nyo in your Word file or maybe in your doc file, depende kung anong file nyo, PDF file, whatever file you have. Kung nakagawa ka na ng resume nyo, simple na lang. Just copy all the information inside dito. No, ilagay mo sa loob ng ResumeLink. Just transfer them here inside the ResumeLink para maging secured yung data nyo. Okay? Kung bakit secured, I'll tell you as we go along. Okay? So yung mga sinabi ko, I think alam nyo na yan. Alam nyo na yan. Okay? Itong mga susunod kong papakita, ito yung mga amazing na portion. Let me start with the portfolio section. Ano yung portfolio section? This is the part where you now upload evidence of your skills. Example, ano ebidensya na graduate na kayo later on? Diploma, di ba? Transcript. Ano pa? Toga, hindi ebidensya yung toga. Okay? Kung ano man meron nyo, di ba? Certificate, diploma, yan, ebidensya yan. Okay? Kung transcript of records is evidence na graduate na kayo. Ano ebidensya na wala kayong criminal record? NBA clearance, police clearance, di ba? Ano ebidensya na pwede ka pumunta sa ibang bansa? Passport, visa, lahat ng mga sinasabi mong mga skills mo or yung mga what you're claiming that you know, you can now support them here sa portfolio section by showing those documents. Diba? Anong ebidensya na ikaw ay healthy? Meron kang medical clearance. Anong ebidensya na pwede ka mag-drive ng sasakyan? Meron kang driver's license. Diba? So gets nyo na yung sinasabi ko. Ang point ko lang is you can now put the things here to support yung claim nyo of your skills. Now, you're starting to think, Sir, kung pare-pareho naman kaming graduate sa school namin, pare-pareho kami magkakaklase, same yung course namin, same yung school, same yung teachers, same yung curriculum, pare-pareho lang naman kami lahat, walang experience sa trabaho, how will we stand out? Ayan, di ba? Okay, ito ngayon yung isang magandang recommendation ko sa inyo on how you now stand out. You get your smartphones. Kunin mo yung mga smartphones nyo. Kung wala, manghiram sa kaibigan. Okay, hiram mo sa kaibigan mo. I-record mo yung selfie video mo. You say something interesting about yourself. Record it in about 30 seconds to 1 minute lang. Huwag na masyadong mahaba. Ano gagawin mo? Pretend that you are being interviewed by the HR. So you answer basic questions like, tell me something about yourself. O, di ba? Ano yung mga gasgas sa tanong natin? Why should we hire you? O, di ba? Just imagine na tinanong ka ng HR at sasagutin mo na lang siya. Ang maganda lang ngayon, recorded mo. So kung di mo type yung sagot, edi-delete mo. Pag type mo, you save it. Then you upload it sa YouTube or sa Vimeo. Maraming mga video channel na libre, yung mga video converter sa online. Hanapin mo lang. And when you're done, you put that video link doon sa portfolio section nyo. O, di ba? This time, it will definitely make you stand out because depende na to sa diskarte mo on how you're going to present yourself. Okay? So I leave it up to you on how you do that. Now, another thing for you to do, na sure akong hindi to makokopya ng classmate mo, ay yung picture mo. Diba? So you put your profile picture here. Now, when it comes to the picture, hindi kailangan sobrang formal na formal. Hindi kailangan pumunta sa studio. Huwag na kayo gumastos. Ang importante dito, tumingin kayo sa camera. Plain background. Okay? Plain background, tumingin sa camera. Wear something, of course, wear something decent. Okay? Do not upload profile pictures that look like the right side of your screen. Yung mga sample na yan, hindi po maganda example yan. Okay? So, huwag kayo maglagay ng ganun kasi mga sample na profile picture. Now, another good thing pa that will make you stand out using the resume link is your cover photo. Yes! A picture paints 1,000 words. Yan ang kasabihan na very, very applicable dito. A lot of you who are listening today, hindi kayo gifted with writing skills. Hirap kayo i-express ang inyong feelings at inyong thoughts into words. Hindi mo ma-type, hindi mo ma-sulat. Tama? Hirap tayo eh. Bakit? Hindi natural sa atin yan. Pero pagdating sa picture, kaya mo i-express yung inyong personality. Look at the examples I'm showing you. Look at the one on the left. Ano siya? Isa siyang ophthalmologist or optometrist. Sabi naman ng iba, eye expert. Di ba? Sa kanan, ano siya? Sabi ng iba, sir, parang IT. Sir, techie siguro kasi maraming gadget, pati stapler, gadget niya. Diba? O sabi ng iba naman, sir, parang makalat. O depende na kung how you are going to interpret it. But now, the way I see it, itong taong to, multitasker. Okay? Another good example I'm showing you is this one. Someone from psychology, someone from neurologist, or maybe someone who knows left and right. Ganun lang kasimple. No? So depende yan how you're going to express yourself. Okay? Another good example pa, Itong person na to, ang gusto niya sabihin, there's no shortcut to success. You will be able to reach your goal by taking one step at a time. O, di ba? So I'm showing you good examples. Hindi yan member ng Akit Bahay Gang. Hindi rin po yan social climber, in case that's what you're thinking. So kung nagpakita ko ng magaganda example, I will also show you yung mga hindi magandang example para wag niyong gagayahin. Huwag kayo magpapaka-misteryoso. Okay, make sure you put your picture there. Okay? Kasi maraming pangalan ngayon interchangeable. Ako mismo, guilty ako dyan. My name is Kim. A lot of people think babae ako. Ako rin mismo, napagkakamala ko yung mga aplikante, pag nakita ko, Chris, George, Alex, Sam. O, diba? Minsan isipin ko, Joey, lalaki. Yung pala, babae. Diba? So you better put your picture there para at least alam ng HR who to expect. Okay? Now, when you make your resume link, dapat may laman talaga yan. Kasi kung walang laman yan, ganyan itsura niyan. Blanco. And how do you expect companies will look, or HR from companies will look at your profile if you submit to them resume links that look like this? It's like submitting a piece of a paper, bond paper, or long bond paper, short bond paper na walang laman except pangalan mo. And that's the same as this one. So hindi yan papansinin ng mga HR for sure. Okay? Sayang lang oras nyo tsaka oras ng HR. Kailangan attractive. Okay? When I say attractive or catchy, do not overdo it naman. Now, this is just in my opinion. In my opinion, I think this one is not a good example. Kasi ang dating niya parang tamad, parang happy-go-lucky, parang chill-chill lang, no? Parang ganoon na dating. So, I leave it up to you on how you'll be, expressing yourself na dito. Okay? So, sa mga personality nyo. Alam niyo na anong dapat nyo gawin at hindi nyo dapat gawin. So, showing a very good example is si iExpert. Tignan mo, lahat ng detalye niya, kompleto. Everything. From top to bottom, kompleto lahat ng details, including yung kanyang mga portfolio section na nagpapatunay na siya ay isang licensed ophthalmologist. Pinakita niya lahat ng mga posibleng hingiin pa sa kanya ng mga HR. So bakit ko sinabi sa inyo napapabilis yung buhay dito? Hindi lang buhay nyo. Pati buhay din ng HR napapabilis because once you submit all this information to that company, when the HR opens your resume link and sees everything about you, dalawa lang ang pwedeng mangyari niyan. One is, nahuli mo atensyon, gusto kanya ngayon kausapin or schedule for the next step like interview or possibly job offer, or hindi ka nag-fit. Yun yung second. Diba? Para at least, ang maganda rito, hindi na pabalik-balik, hindi na siya tatawag para sabihin, hello ma'am, meron ka bang evidence na graduate ka na talaga sa school na yan? Can you send me your transcript? Diba? Can you send me yung mga evidence or yung mga sample skills or sample work mo kasi you are in IT or in graphic design? Diba? That's yung ibig ko sabihin. Wag nang pabalik-balik, sayang yung oras. Okay? Time is of the essence, lalo na ngayon. So you put everything there, at least pag nakita ng HR, diretso na kagad sa pagprocess sa inyo. Okay? A lot of you are now thinking, sir, pag gumawa ako ng resume link at nilagay ko lahat ng information ko dyan, baka naman yung mga data ko nakakalat na sa buong mundo. Baka naman yung mga information ko nakalantad na sa buong internet. The answer is, no. Kaya nga siya tinawag na the most secured resume. Okay? Bakit siya tinawag na most secured resume? Because you have the ultimate control over your privacy settings. Follow the screen. Inside your dashboard, when you log in, you can go to your settings. Sa settings mo, to be specific, puntahan mo yung privacy settings. In your privacy settings, you choose the information that you want to show in public. Halimbawa lang you do not want to show your birthday. What do? Turn it off. Ayaw mo pakita yung address mo. What do? Turn it off. Ayaw mo pakita ang inyong references. What do? Turn it off. So lahat na naka-off, hindi lalabas sa public. At sino may control niyan? Kayo lang. O, di ba? Ang maganda pa rito, real-time update yan. Halimbawa, today, you decide not to show your birthday, your address, and references. And then 5 minutes later, you decide, sige, pakita ko na nga birthday ko. Turn it on. Real time. 5 minutes later, the moment you save your settings, lahat na binigyan mo ng ResumeLink, updated na rin sila real time. As in real time. Di ba? Ayos, di ba? Sige, tuloy natin. Tuloy pa natin to. So, reminders ko na lang sa mga late na dumating or kakakinig lang, when you make your ResumeLink, make sure that your profile is interesting and attractive. Okay? Wag OA. Iba yung over naman yun. No? Wag naman ganun. So, make sure it's attractive, it's catchy. Complete all the information, especially your contact details. Kasi sayang naman lahat ng ginawa mo, nahuli mo atensyon, hindi ka makontak ng HR. So, better make sure nandyan yung mga contact details yun na updated. Okay? So, yan. So, tapos na tayo sa 2 steps. Last step na lang. Ano yung first step? Recap lang. First step is register. Wala tong bayad. Libre po yan. Second step is for you to complete the information. Yan ang pinaka-logical. And the last step now is for you to submit. So, you're now thinking, okay to paano ko gagamitin ngayon yung ResumeLink? Bigyan kita ng iba-ibang paraan. Okay? Lahat ito practical application para makarelate kayo. Unang option, pumunta ka sa website ng jobs180.com. That's www.jobs180.com, and that's where you now start to look for companies. Type the companies that you're looking for. Pag may lumabas, edi good. Pag walang lumabas, edi wala. Okay, wag din pilitin. Okay? Now, you can also see there a lot of companies, a lot of company logos that you can shop around. You can choose, learn about the company, and if you want to be part of the company, I recommend you submit your ResumeLink kahit na hindi ka pa qualified. Let me repeat what I just said. If you want to be part of an organization, if you want to be part of that company, even if you are not yet qualified, I recommend you give your ResumeLink to that company. Bakit? Imagine, kung ngayong hapon, ngayong araw, nagsubmit ka ng ResumeLink sa isang kumpanya na naghahanap ng 3 years experience na aplikante. Wala ka pang 3 years experience. Okay lang. Because nabigay mo na yung ResumeLink mo sa kanya, pagdating ng 2024, siguro naman by that time, meron ka ng 3 years experience, di ba? Kasi nag-work ka na ngayon by 2021. By 2024, may 3 years experience ka na, pwede ka na ma-qualify dun sa position in-applyan mo. And you never know. That company might just contact you later on, provided that your details are still updated. So you have to update those information real time. Ayos ba? Ayos, di ba? Wala nang pabalik-balik. Hindi mo na kailangan magbalik-balik dun sa kumpanya para sabihin, nag-apply po ko sa inyo last year. Ako po yung OJT nyo 3 months ago. Wala nang ganun. Okay? Another practical application. When you submit your resumes through email, how do you do that? Madalas, ito ginagawa natin. Mag-email tayo, sasabihin natin, Dear HR Manager, I would like to apply for the following position. And this is my resume. Ano gagawin nyo? I-attach mo yung Word file mo or PDF file mo. Tama? If that is how you're doing it, wag mo nang gawin yon. Wag ka na mag-attach ng anything sa email. Pampabagal lang yan, tsaka makaluma na yung style na yan. Bakit ko sinabi yon? Kasi hindi mo na kailangan talaga mag-attach ng anything. Ang gagawin mo, i-type mo na lang doon sa email mo yung ResumeLink mo. Example, Dear HR Manager, I would like to apply for the following position. And this is my resume. In this example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz, 01.jobs180.com. That's it. Submit. I look forward to your information. Thank you. Send. Every time meron kang babaguhin sa details mo, hindi mo na kailangan padalhan yung HR. Kasi kung ginagamit mo mga attachment, ang kulit niyan ang kulit, saka nakapagod. Ano gagawin mo pag nagbago ka ng phone number? Dear HR Manager, this is now my updated resume. Mamaya-maya, 2 weeks later, nagpalit ka ng phone number. Ano gagawin mo? Dear HR Manager, this is now my updated, most recent resume. O di ba? Every time meron kang babaguhin, padala ka na padala doon sa HR. Nakapagod yan, hindi lang sa part nyo, kundi sa part din namin sa mga HR to keep track which one yung pinaka-updated na details. So this time, wala na kailangan. Palit-palit na lang kayo ng details nyo, update-update na lang sa loob ng ResumeLink. Ayos ba? Ayos pa. Okay, tuloy pa natin to. Okay? If you want to print your resume, this is now the good news. You can now print your ResumeLink. No matter how much information you have, the system will try to compress everything into one page. So kung gusto mo talaga mag-print ng papel at mag-submit sa mga kumpanya, walang kaso. Pumunta ka lang sa dashboard mo, hanapin mo yung print na option at mamili ka kung 1-column or 2-column version ang gusto mo i-print. What the system will do is it will try to compress everything into one page para tipid na. O, di ba? Now, usapang tipid. Ito mas tipid pa. Gusto mo mag-print ng resume pero gusto mo magtipid. Itong gawin mo. Gumawa ka ng ResumeLink card. Ano tong ResumeLink card? Sa isang pirasong long bond or short bond paper, mag-design ka ng maraming ResumeLink card. No? Maliliit lang, parang business card na dating. In one piece of paper, I think you can make 10, 20 sets of cards. Depende sa size ng papel mo. At ang importante na ilagay mo dyan sa ResumeLink card mo ay syempre ang inyong ResumeLink. Diba? So, hindi mo na kailangan ilagay lahat ng details mo sa resume sa loob ng maliit na papel. Lagay mo lang ResumeLink mo. And that is what you now give to the companies when you start applying. Look at the picture I'm showing you. Diba? Tipid. Hindi lang tipid, secured pa. Tingnan nyo. If you submit yung big paper resume nyo, long bond paper, sinubmit mo sa isang kumpanya, nag-apply ka. For some reason, nilipad ng hangin. Yung nakapulot ng papel na yan, alam na buong detalye mo because everything is in that one-page printout. Now, if you lose that small piece of paper, don't worry. Meron kang peace of mind. Bakit? Yung mga kapulot niyan, limited sa privacy settings mo because you have the ultimate control over your privacy settings kahit na i-type niya yan sa browser. Okay? So, ang recommend ko rin sa mga nakikinig, use the gadget. Take advantage of the technology. Use your gadget, your laptop, your cell phone, your tablet, kung ano man. Okay? Para ngayon kasi, with this day and age, technology na ang gamitin natin. Kung mano-mano pa rin kayo, wala kayong gadget, okay lang. Huwag kayong malungkot. You can still submit to the companies by just simply writing the resume link on a piece of paper. As simple as that. Okay? So, again, sa mga nagtatanong, ano yung mga guidelines ko para makagawa ako ng job-winning resume? Ito yung guideline ko. Ito yung checklist ko. Are you using the right tool? That's the ultimate question. There are so many tools right now, but these are the things that you should consider when you make your resume. And that is the resume link. It already addresses the following. Number 1, security ng information mo. I hope by this time, you have peace of mind. Ito na ang pinaka-secured na information because you have the ultimate control over your privacy setting. Pangalawa, the speed of hire becomes faster. It becomes more efficient because whatever you need, whatever the HR needs, you can already put it inside the resume link. Another thing is that it's flexible. If you want to print, just in case lang gusto mo talaga mag-print ng resume nyo, you have the option to print it. And you don't have to worry about saan ko sinave yung file na yan, saan ko tinago, wala nang ganun. Just log into your account and print. Mamili ka lang kung 1-column or 2-column version. At higit sa lahat, wala po itong bayad. Tipid po ito. Walang bayad. Okay? Ang kailangan mo lang, of course, internet. Sa mga nag-iisip sa inyo, sir, kailangan ko ng pan-data, pwede ka naman makakonect sa internet na walang data . Punta ka sa libreng wifi. Di ba? Baka yung kapitbahay nyo may libreng wifi, makagamit ka muna. Later on, pag may trabaho ka na, may sweldo na, bayaran mo yung wifi niya. Di ba? Bawi-bawi lang yan. No? Give and take. And there are a lot more benefits to just what I've mentioned. Marami pang iba. You can share your resume link to whatever platform you want to share it to. Gusto mo i-text? Gusto mo siya i-private message? Gusto mo i-send via Viber? Kayo bahala. Pwede mo i-share. Basta kayo may control. Ganun lang kasimple. No? Kung hindi mo ito binigay sa kahit kanino, hindi malalaman to nung taong yon. And you don't have to save it to whatever USBs or hard drive. No need na. Wala rin tong mga tipong version na kailangan pa mag-compatible. Walang ganun. Lahat ito compatible. Pwede lahat. Okay? So, shout out na lang ako. Shout out to all our school partners. By the grace of God, right now, we have about 400 plus colleges and university partners nationwide, including your alma mater. So, thank you. We're very thankful for this opportunity that we're able to do this kahit tayo nasa loob ng bahay, kahit kayo ay nasa loob ng bahay. So, hindi tayo physically nagpe-present, pero nakakatulong pa rin tayo, especially if you have friends or relatives whom you think would need this tool. Please share this to them. Okay? Sa mga nagtatanong naman ng mga frequently asked questions, sasagutin ko na. Ito kasi yung mga common questions na kadalasan tinatanong sa akin. Ang tanong, can I give my resume link to companies who do not know about jobs180.com? The answer is absolutely yes. It depends kung sino ang bibigyan mo. Ikaw may ultimate control niyan. Okay? Pangalawang question, is this the same as other job platform like LinkedIn, JobStreet, iba pang mga job site? The answer is no. Meron tong dalawang major difference. Yes. Lalo na pagdating sa security. Okay. Of course, explain lang ako Okay, with respect to the other sites that I've mentioned, let me just use JobStreet as an example para lang mas makarelate, no? Para makarelate. You can only use JobStreet resume if you're applying to companies who are also using JobStreet. If you're applying to a company who is not using JobStreet, you cannot use your JobStreet resume anymore. With your resume link, you can use this to any type of company, any platform, wherever they are. Kahit sa loob ng Pilipinas or sa labas ng Pilipinas, pwede mong applyan. Kahit hindi niya alam ang Jobs 180, basta alam niya ang resume link mo, pwede niya mabuksan ang profile at makita according to your settings. That's the first difference. Pangalawang difference, kung nabigay mo na, kung na-submit mo na ang JobStreet resume mo sa isang company, wala ka nang pwedeng baguhin. Lahat ng data mo nandun na yan sa HR. Yes. Hindi na magbabago yan real time. With your resume link, na-submit mo today, mali pala number mo, na-submit mo today, mali pala yung spelling mo, you can always edit it. Enter, save it. Real-time update. Lahat ng binigyan mo ng resume link, updated real-time. Ayos? Okay, tuloy tayo sa number 3 question. Number 3 question is the easiest question. Ang tanong dito is, can I keep my information secured? I hope by this time, na-convince ko na kayo na ito na ang pinaka-secured na platform. Okay? That's the reason why I'm sharing this to you. Okay? Number 4, I think this is the most important question. How often should you update your resume link? Ang sagot dito, hindi araw-araw, hindi linggo-linggo, hindi buwan-buwan, hindi taon-taon. Ang sagot dito ay every time. Every time na meron kayong babaguhin, lalo na ang contact details nyo. Yan ang importante. You have to update your contact details every time na meron kayong papalitan doon. Kasi yan yung paraan para makontak kayo ng mga companies. And the last question is just a trivia. Why is this called jobs180.com? This is called jobs180.com because we want to turn your life around. Yan, di ba? 180 degrees. Hindi siya 360. Kasi kung 360, bumalik ka lang kung saan ka galing. Di balik-balik ka lang, balik-balik ka lang, balik-balik ka lang. Di wala nangyari. Di ba? So you have to do it 180 degrees. It's a straight line towards your career goal. Okay? Just in case may tanong pa kayo, nahiya magtanong, pumunta lang kayo sa website namin, sa jobs180.com, or email us, email me, here sa info@jobs180.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram para makakuha kayo ng mga latest trends in recruitment. Okay, again, my name is Kim Chu Wa. Don't forget yung Wa. Okay, baka Kim Chu lang maalala nyo na nagsasabing be safe at isang magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Sir Kim. Ayan. So, thank you, sir. Ayan. So, sir, let's go to our question and answer portion. So, guys, the floor is open. Kung meron kayong tanong for Sir Kim, now is the time to put in. So, meron na ako isa dito nakita, sir, from Sir Ariel Amatosa. Kung makikita po ng HR ang mga important documents ng applicant, possible din po ba na makita ng mga stranger na papasok sa site ang mga important documents? Paano po ang security ng important files ng applicant? Marami pong salamat sa pagtugon. Sir, I think the question here is, when
Yes. I think I get it now.
When and how do HR people see
Yes.
important documents po?
I think yes. I think naintindihan ko naman yung question ni Sir Ariel. Sir Ariel, you have the following options. Ito yung kukwento ko sa iyo. When I said this is updated real time, yan yung kagandahan ng tool natin. Because this tool you cannot find with any other platform. Na kung yari, ngayon, na-decide mo i-open yung address mo, mamaya 5 minutes later after na Q&A natin, na-decide mo, off mo na yung address mo, tapos save mo yung profile. Immediately, real time yan. Implemented ka agad across all. So, yun ang gusto ko i-highlight ngayon. Kaya mo yan tinatanong Kasi, you're now thinking, what if I'm applying to a company na fully disclose ko yung information, di ba? And then, meron nagkataon na ibang tao na makakakita rin ng data na yan. Now, first of all, yung mga kaalam lang po or makakita lang ng information nyo ay yung alam ang resume link nyo. Yan yung una. Okay, so I hope we're clear on that, no? Hindi naman ito masa-search So, hindi siya searchable. So, ang mangyari ngayon is when you set this up, you set it up according to your public view na preference. Yan ang lagi mo munang tandaan. Okay, when you set this up, you have to make sure that even if all the information are in, yung public settings mo, yung privacy settings, no, for public view, yan yung kailangan mong ayusin. Okay? Just so you are protected with the information. Just in case lang nabigay mo yung resume link mo sa isang company, example, 2 weeks ago or 2 months ago, at pwede niya buksan yung link na yan, makikita talaga niya yung mga sinet mo sa public view mo. Okay? Now, what I recommend is when you submit your resume link, you apply through jobs180.com. So pag pumunta ka sa website ni jobs180.com, meron dun companies. So fast forward lang tayo ng konti. Nakita mo yung companies, gusto mo applyan ngayon, pag sinubmit mo yung information mo, yung resume link mo at yung inyong password na kayo lang may alam, ang mangyayari niyan is the receiving party, the company who will receive that, will be able to see yung buong details mo. Okay? Kahit na yung setting mo, ang nilagay mo, don't show my address, don't show my references, hide my portfolio, hide my birthday. Example, no, sa public view, ang mangyayari is makita to ng HR, yung fully disclosed information mo, once you agree to submit yung buong data mo. And for you to agree, ito yung sinasabi kong process. You have to put your login ID, which is your email, and your password, or email or resume link yan, or password, and password. And as you do that, it's tantamount to saying that you're giving your consent now to that company, that specific company lang, to view your information. Now, kahit na yung public settings mo, naka-hide this, hide that, hide everything, pag ginawa mo itong consent na ibigay dun sa company, then that specific company will be able to see your complete information. Okay, so I hope na-answer ko yung tanong mo. No? So dito sa public settings, lagi mong isi-set yan according lang sa gusto mo na kung ano yung public view. No? Yan yung importanteng gagawin mo. Okay? Yan.
Follow up, sir, from
Sige.
Sir Ariel. Sir, possible po kasi na mag-register ang isang tao as HR, pero hacker po pala. So,
Thank
sir,
you sa tanong. Yes.
Ano na lang siguro, sir, yung mga security options,
Yes, yung feature. Okay.
mga protocols, ganyan, sir.
Correct. For the HR, when you are you're saying this, you're asking this because iniisip mo baka yung HR nagpapanggap na HR. Tama? Yan yung assumption ko sa question mo. Baka nagpapanggap na HR yung HR at ang goal lang niya is humakot ng information ng mga aplikante. Now, if that is your question, okay, at least align tayo sa tanong, hindi mangyayari yon because, okay, why? Because before we allow a company to post their position, before we allow that, we go through our due diligence. So, normally, ang proseso namin sa jobs180.com is we ask for the proof of legal entity ng company. Such as the following, no? We ask for legal documents like yung mayor's permit nila, DTI, SEC, diba? Yung marami pa mga information, no? Not just the company profile, mabilis lang imbentohin yung company profile na yan eh. Pero yung legal document, hindi mo maiimbento yan, okay? At kung sakali man, ay hardcore, pinagtiyagaan na talaga ito ng kumpanyang gawin. But of course, I'm just joking. So far, no, in the years that we have been existing, wala naman pang company na nagpanggap na siya ay isang kumpanya at nakapag-post ng position. So lahat po na nakikita nyo mga positions at companies so jobs180.com na nakalista, lahat po yan masasabi ko legit. Okay, legit. Meron silang mga legal entity po dito sa Philippines. Okay? So that should give you some peace of mind. Okay? Na sino man ina-applyan mo, huwag ka mag-alala. Yung data mo, secured yan dun sa company na yan. Okay?
Alright, thank you for that.
By the way, pahabol lang, Ma'am Shari, pahabol lang. In case lang din, Sir Ariel, medyo nagbago isip mo, nag-apply ka na sa kumpanya at na-decide mo, teka lang, parang hindi na yata ako okay dun sa kumpanya, parang hindi na ako komportable mag-apply. Ito rin yung maganda sa ResumeLink. You can always withdraw your application. And once you do that, when you withdraw your application for that specific company, lahat na information mo yung mapupull out na. Wala na. Wala na makita ngayon yung company na yan. O, di ba? Yan yung mga magagandang features ng ResumeLink which you will not find with the traditional type of platform. Di ba? Kung nag-apply ka using your example lang, nag-apply ka sa ibang platform, nag-apply ka dun sa company, hindi mo naman pwede sabihin para pumunta sa HR, ma'am, pwede bang kunin ko ulit yung resume na in-apply ko sa inyo 2 months ago? Diba? Normally, yes, you may do that, but I don't think the HR will go through the hassle of finding it dun sa files niya para lang ibalik sa'yo yung resume. Pas malamang na-shred na yan kung or what, diba? So yun lang sinasabi ko. Dito, with the click of a button, if you decide not to push through with your application, withdraw your application. If you're having doubts dun sa companies na applyan mo, then do that. Okay? Now, kung sakaling you feel that there's any illegal activity happening with that company or any specific company, please report them to us. Okay? Please report them to us. Email it sa info@jobs180.com and we will definitely take a look at that company kung meron man ganong mga illegal na feeling nyo na nangyayari. Okay? So I hope you have that peace of mind with Jobs 180. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sir, another question from Sir Miss May Ann Mejia de la Cruz. Sir, marami po bang na-hire through Jobs 180?
Marami bang na-hire? Of course, hindi na natin mabibilang sa dami ng mga na-hire. Kung yan lang tanong mo, I think ang sagot ko is yes, definitely yes. Okay, I'll just keep it in that three-letter answer. Yes. Okay, so you start by applying. You start by creating your resume link and you have, of course, to submit your resume link. Otherwise, hindi mapaprocess yung inyong application. Okay? Ayan.
Alright, ayan. So, thank you, sir. Thank you for helping our audience out. Yan, salamat po. Ayan,
Okay.
sir, we hope to see you in the next sessions po for other schools naman. So, thank you, sir, Kim, for gracing
Okay,
us.
salamat. Be safe, everyone. Thank
For
you.
your safe.
Okay.
Ayan. So, salamat guys, no? Talaga nakikipag-cooperate kayo sa ating speakers, no? Talagang nagtatanong, gusto namin yan. Alright, so let's go to our second speaker. Our next speaker is Miss Tiffany May Agdepa. She is the HR Generalist for Direct Business Technologies and she will be discussing virtual interviews and communication skills. So, Miss Tiffany is a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Psychology from PUP Manila and is now growing as an HR generalist both in the computer software and restaurant industries. So, Miss Tiff, if you're there, if you're ready.
Hi.
Hi,
Yeah,
ma'am.
I'm here.
Good
Yeah. Is
morning.
my audio clear? Good morning.
Yes, ma'am. You're clear po.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can you try sharing your screen?
Yeah, okay. Sige. All right. And then also, Miss Shari, ano pala, regarding my topic, no, I was assigned with top skills.
Yes, ma'am.
Oo.
Yes, ma'am.
All
That's
right.
for interviews naman siya, ma'am, di ba?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sige.
Sige, ma'am, go ahead
here-
and share your screen po.
Ayan. Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Wala. Yan, ma'am. Loading na siya, ma'am.
Yan.
Ayan. So, ma'am, today we have a mix of courses. So, we have people from HRM, we have people from finance management. Halo-halo, ma'am. So, the floor is yours, ma'am. I'll leave you to it. I'll be back in 20 minutes. Thank you, Ms.
All
Tiff.
right. Thank you, Shari. Okay. So before I start lang, no, I just want to introduce myself again. So I'm Tiffany and I'm the HR generalist here at Direct Business Technologies. No. So before I start or go on further with the topic that was assigned to me this morning, I would just like to quickly introduce our company. So to give you an overview, Direct has been in the IT industry for about 9 years now. So we're going 10 actually this coming August this year. So we are an IT business solutions company and we mainly provide the following business solutions. No? So ERP or enterprise resource planning, customer relationship management, IT and security, HRIS, and payroll. No? So those are some of the softwares that we offer to our clients. And what sets us apart from other companies is that we are a solutions focused company and we provide customer commitment and support, strategic technology roadmap, technical excellence, and value-based pricing, no? And all of it for an affordable price. And as I've mentioned, excellent customer service. So it doesn't stop when we sell the software or close the deal, no? When we're done implementing the software to our client, it doesn't stop there. So we provide pa rin talaga after sales support to them. That's why they keep they keep coming back for us for our services, and also referring us to other companies as well, no. So yeah. And then just a quick run through lang regarding the services that we offer, no. So the first one I've mentioned kanina is ERP solutions. So these are all your department needs in one solution. So let's say for example, from having a centralized database for all your departments, and to simplify it and diminish the tedious manual na labor. Let's say, for example, in accounting, inventory, analytics, and support, and also logistics. No? So, lahat talaga ng hinahanap ng mga companies for a centralized database nandito sa ERP solutions. And then another is yung IT solutions that we offer. No? So, for the IT solutions, this includes yung security and endpoint protection to protect the confidential data of a company. So, included din dito yung mga hardware services namin and products, no, such as CCTV and cabling services. And then another is yung HRIS solutions namin, no? So, our payroll solutions. So, this is used to lessen the manual workload as well as in the HR setting, and as well as in the payroll processing, which can be very tedious talaga if it is done manually. And then another is complementary solutions. So, these are yung custom-made software natin, no? So, fit for the specific needs of a company. So, this runs exactly the way a company wants it to run. And then another is CRM solutions, or customer relationship management. So this is all related to customer relations and management, no? And it's since it's the heart of every business talaga that provides services. So yun yung mga CRM solutions. So if you've gone through a website na may widget na chat as dun sa gilid, yun, that's one of one example of a CRM solution. And then lastly, cloud services, no? So if you're familiar with the concept of iCloud or Google Drive, basically, that's how this particularly business unit works. So it offers, of course, a cloud for a larger scale na customers, and much more encrypted, of course, to lessen the paperwork and increase security when it comes to data management. So that's it for the services that we offer, no. Just a quick run through lang. So eto naman, quick run through of our clients that we've catered to for the past years and are still catering to, no. So to name a few, we've handled Candy Corner, um yeah, Candy Corner, and then World Balance, Domino's, Zagu, Shawarma Shack, Mondanisin, Davis Paint, Mineski Infinity, JNT Express, Amarflex, and much more pa na mga big names din in the ano no industry, no. So yeah. Okay, so if you want to know more about us, no, these are some information lang about us. So this is yung where we are located. So we are located in Quezon Avenue if you're familiar with the area. And these are some of our socials. No, you can follow us at Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook as well. So here is our website too, and then our Jobs 180 profile, no. So where you could see yung mga open naming positions as of the moment. So it's www.jobs180.com slash direct business. So without further ado, I would like to continue naman na with my main topic today, which is yung top skills that employers look for in an interview, no. And I'm going to share lang din some tips and tricks later on how to answer then skill-based questions naman. So yeah, okay. So first one I would like to tackle about hard skills. So basically hard skills kasi are also called technical skills or job specific or relevant to each position and seniority level, no. So basically this means yung mga usually that we learn sa mga schools natin or degrees, no. So let's say for example, I'm going to give um IT na course, no. So for an IT position, here kasi in Direct, we have, since we are an IT company, no, we have a lot of IT positions that are open here. And one of those is yung system analyst, no. So for the system analyst, basically kasi they analyze the system and, you know, gather yung mga requirements, and then hand in hand sila with the developers. Eh. So usually, hard skills that we are looking for this, of course, in-depth knowledge of SDLC or the software development life cycle, project management skills, of course, and programming language na ginagamit namin dito sa office, no? So it varies kasi with the programming language with other companies, eh. But here we use C sharp, ganon. So let's say for example in this position nga, yun yung mga hard skills na hinahanap namin. But of course, it can be open din naman for fresh grads, no? Since sa mga capstone naman na ginagawa ng mga IT graduates, usually meron silang mga system analyst din doon na yun yung ginagawang role with the project management and yung pag-oversee na nagagawa yung whole software development life cycle. So that's one example, no, for the hard skills. And then another naman for the accountancy graduates, no, we have the so-called functional consultancy na role or consultant rather. So mainly what we're looking for is yung hard din or parang in-depth knowledge when it comes to auditing, no? Kasi it can be quite similar to auditing or IT audit if you're familiar na rin with that sense. So, yun yung examples ko for the hard skills. So, next, I'm going to talk about naman soft skills. So, for soft skills, this one kasi is just as important as your technical skills or hard skills, no? So, actually, it's even of greater importance nga because these are the personal qualities that help employees really thrive in the workplace, no? Kasi sometimes hard skills aren't enough. You have to have then yung soft skills talaga and you have to develop this pa nga ng mas maayos or parang mas pagtuunan siya ng pansin kasi a lot of people naman have na talaga the brains and all. But when it comes to, parang makikihalubilo or makikisama with other people. Not all could do that. And it's very important din talaga na tinitingnan namin yon as recruiters or employers in our applicants. So, I'm going to discuss five soft skills that employers are currently looking for, especially with the current trend that we have right now in the, yung iba naka-mix of skeletal, yung iba entirely work from home. So, these are basically the soft skills na hinahanap mostly ng mga employers with the applicants right now. So, the first one is yung creative problem solving and innovation, no? So, since a lot of things happened kasi during the pandemic, it was really hard adjusting and solving new problems that is quite new to everyone, no? So, lahat ng positions yan, nagkaroon yan ng different types of problems na lahat sila bago na ma-encounter, no? Some, yung pag-work ng remotely na dati akala natin hindi kayang gawin, but because of the pandemic, we have to adjust kasi it's human nature adjusting to certain types of situations na nangyayari sa atin. So, let's say, for example, in our setting, in the HR, no? Particularly in the recruitment facet. Before, mas preferred yung face-to-face interviews and all of that. But right now, what we did, we adapted in a sense na all of our recruitment process is done online. So, the only time lang talaga na nagpupunta dito si applicant is for the official contract signing and turnover nung mga kailangan nilang files para magamit nila for a work from home na setting. But then, of course, for the onboarding and training, we're still on the process of doing that remotely. But for now, it's better kasi to do it here in the office para mas maging smooth lang siya pag sa transition ng work from home, no? So that's one kind of creative problem solving and innovation that we did as recruiters, no? And here, you can show that you can still thrive in stressful situations and make sure to back it up with experience, no? So, pwede nyo yun mapakita sa mga interviews na you have this naman na kind of skill. So, yeah. So, employers just want to see lang naman applicants who are not afraid of changes. Kasi especially now, pandemic really taught us na grabe talaga yung mga changes na may encounter natin in our lives, no? So, yeah, yun lang naman. And you could also connect then how your adaptability skills dito, kung how fast you adapt in a fast-paced environment, especially now na lahat is transitioning talaga to a work from home or a remote work setup, no? So, this is to show then how one can think logically and creatively to develop solutions to the problems or obstacles that come up with your role, no? So yun yung one of the soft skills talaga that we are looking for in our applicants. And you could hone this during college then, especially on your last few years in college. Definitely maho-hone naman to. Or even in high school nga, if you are, mahilig um, yung mag-join sa mga orgs na you want to be part of the committee, yung mga ganon. And if not naman, this could be honed all throughout talaga your life, not just naman at work. So yeah, you can show that during the interview. And then another is professionalism. So of course, it comes with time management and work ethics na rin kasi talaga eh. So especially now na yun nga nag-transition tayo to a work from home setup, there can be with time management speaking, there can be a lot of distractions even if yeah, nakaka-save nga tayo ng time when it comes to commuting, but meron pa rin talagang mga distractions that could be time consuming at home, no? So if you have kids at home there or yung family or just basically yung ano mo, place that you are working from dun sa bahay is not really that conducive talaga for the role that you are doing, no? Yun, that can be time consuming din kasi talaga. So it's important for you to manage your time and prioritize yung mga tasks mo, no? So um and then if you could really and then you could show how responsible you are then kasi given na pag naka-work from home tayo, minimal supervision kasi to eh. So yeah, so basically naman and then also with the work ethic that I mentioned, no, let's say for example, a lot kasi is parang nagiging comfortable na sila when it comes to work from home na hindi na sila masyado nag-aayos and all. But contrary to that, no, yeah, may convenience tayo na nasa house, but that doesn't mean na hindi pa rin tayo magkaayos when it comes to work, no? Kasi especially if your role na madami kayong video meetings and all throughout the day, it's very important for you to dress up nicely pa rin talaga. So, yun, okay? So basically, sa professionalism, this means that you know how to organize your schedule both daily and beyond to get your projects done on time and with efficiency, no? And also, your appearance na rin as well, work-wise, yung ano natin, dapat decent tayo when it comes to video meetings, yung mga ganon. Yeah, it became important na rin talaga right now. Much more important than before, no? So yeah, and then third one naman is emotional intelligence, no? So this is the ability to perceive, evaluate, and respond to your emotions and the emotions of others. So having the ability to read the emotions of your coworkers and respond with compassion is essential talaga. Like kasi if you have high emotional intelligence, then you would know how you would react on certain situations. Kasi this is basically speaking, basically saying na you know yourself well. Eh. So, yeah, parang alam mo kung paano ka magre-react on certain situations. Alam mo kung paano ka magre-react when you are with certain kinds of people, no? So, hence, marunong ka makisama and it will be easier for you to form interpersonal relations in the workplace, no? So most of the time then this is correlated with leadership, no, since there are studies saying that if you have high emotional intelligence, most likely you can be a great leader din talaga. So being a leader doesn't mean na dapat hard skills lang yung hinuhone mo. It has to be mahone mo din talaga dapat yung mga soft skills mo. So basically yon. So if you're not yet familiar with this topic, I highly encourage you to read up on this kasi it's a good read as well. And it's very important for us to invest in developing our emotional intelligence kasi it won't only help us lang naman sa work eh, but in our whole lives talaga in general. So this one is a good soft skill that you should develop. So next is collaboration, no? So this soft skill became much more important this pandemic. As for a company to have a successful work from home na scheme, employees have to have a strong sense of collaboration and trust with each other. So here you could show parang sa mga interviews you could show how well you work with a team, yung mga ganon. And then lastly is communication skills, no. So this goes hand in hand actually with collaboration, kasi nowadays most of our communication talaga is done via email, chat, video, or phone call. So you have to have a strong sense or strong communication skills talaga, ano. So actually, with the recent studies nga, even email writing naging hard skill na siya right now, eh, kasi it's very ano din talaga. So part ng email writing yung soft skill na communication skill. So you have, if you have na a good communication skill and you have hindi pa rin ganun kaganda yung email writing skills mo, I suggest you practice on that. It's not very costly naman, especially we have much more time in our hands right now, eh. So I suggest you develop all of these soft skills that I've mentioned, no, kasi it will be very beneficial din talaga to you. So yeah, not just hard skills lang yung dapat din i-develop natin. Di dapat tayo nag-i-stop on that one. And yeah, okay, so that's it for the soft skills, no. So this is just a bonus. So actually, how would you answer skill-based questions, no? Of course, um, paano mo nga naman ipapakita yung skills mo in an interview, 'di ba? So, this is better answered using the STAR method. So, if you're not yet familiar with the STAR method, this is, let's say for example, you're going to answer a question, no? So, you're going to state a situation, and then in that situation, you're going to state what task was assigned to you, and then yung action na ginawa mo, and then yung naging result nung naging action na ginawa mo. So it's very important din ito kasi it not only summarizes yung thought na gusto mong sabihin, but also highlights yung specific skill na gusto mong ma-highlight. Kasi in an interview, hindi rin maganda yung sobrang haba ng sinabi mo, eh. We have to practice din talaga na short but brief and informative yung nasabi natin na information during the interview, no? So there are two types of skill-based questions usually asked in an interview, and one of those is the favorite of all HRs, no? So what are your strengths and weaknesses? So we answer this question by first answering yung sa strengths, no? Whichever comes first, actually pwede mo siyang interchange. Kung gusto mong anahin yung weakness, kung gusto mo anahin yung strengths, it doesn't matter, but I advise you answer it using this way, no? So pag sa strengths, um, answer it using the STAR method. So let's say for example, you give two strengths. So kung magbe-base tayo with the soft skills na hinahanap natin right now, basically I would give siguro i-show mo yung teamwork skills mo, 'di ba? Or collaboration skills, 'di ba? You could show a certain situation wherein you had to work with a team, and ano yung naging task mo in that team, yung naging action mo, and ano yung naging result, 'di ba? You could show it in that way. Or if you want to highlight other skills of yours, you could use this STAR method, 'di ba? And then when answering naman your weakness, of course, what we value in our applicants is authenticity, honesty. So be honest in a sense na sabihin mo talaga kung saan ka weak, 'di ba? And it doesn't don't look as your at your weakness na ganun na lang siya. 'Di ba? So of course, kung meron tayong nakita sa self natin na we are weak at, show na kung paano mo siya, how would you work through it. So kung sasabihin mo na, let's say for example, one of your weakness is your communication skills. So this is just an example. So if you're familiar with the app or yung website na Omegle, yeah, wherein you could talk to different strangers, diba? So if you have low communication skills and you want to develop that, parang it's a good practice to use that app. But syempre responsibly, no? And kasi it's different types of people yung makakausap mo doon. And it could hone your skills din talaga. All of the things naman in the internet could be used as a tool. So not all could be harmful talaga. Lahat kasi yung tool, and it's just up to us kung paano natin siya gagamitin in our advantage, no? So in that case, yung Omegle, it's kind of parang bad image for others. But if you're going to use it as a tool to overcome your weakness with communication, 'di ba? It could be helpful on your end. And then another is ito another pa, no. Tell me about a specific situation, tapos iba-iba na to usually ng scenario, eh. And it's important to analyze lang naman the question. And when answering that, use the STAR method. So if you have already an experience dun sa question na tinanong sa'yo, definitely use the STAR method para short lang yung answer mo. But if wala ka pang naging situation na ganun, don't just answer na, wala po, I haven't experienced any of that yet. Wag ganon, no? Sabihin mo, state what you would possibly do. So you could say na, wala pa po, but if ever na mapunta ka in that kind of situation, definitely I would do this and that. Yung mga ganon. So don't just answer in parang short lang na manner, 'di ba? So yeah. Okay, so and then I'm ending my talk lang then na in every interview that you are going to attend to, just be yourself, no? Kasi nothing beats talaga being your true self. So mag stand out ka na just by being yourself eh. Kasi it may sound like a lame advice actually, but being yourself helps you shine in a unique and memorable way talaga. Siyempre, may maaalala si employer na, si ganito, ganyan, siya yung ganito nung interview, mga ganyan. So, just don't be afraid to be yourself talaga. So, in a span of your career, you'll be given plenty of opportunities to express yourself. So, always put your best foot forward, no, and show you're a great person to work with. So, let's say for example, may na-offer sa yung job, ganyan, opportunity, kahit hindi mo gusto yung job, make it a habit to decline it properly, not just by not replying or just ghosting the interviewer, ganon, kasi they invited you because they saw a potential in you. So, why not be a decent person na turn it down if you're not interested in that, no? If it's not aligned in your career path. So, yeah, don't be afraid to reject opportunities if you know naman na you have talaga you have a specific na gustong puntahan talaga and you're looking for that kind of opportunities. So, yeah, tayo naman mamimili kung ano yung pipiliin natin eh. So, yeah, yun lang. Sige, so thank you for listening for my talk. So, yeah. Hello, Miss
Thank you,
Shari.
Miss Tiff. Ayan. Ma'am, let's entertain questions from our audience. Well, guys, the floor is open for questions, so send them in. So first question, ma'am, from Justin Regasti. Questions for work from home jobs po. Meron po ba dyan positions for work from home?
For the work from home positions in our company, no. So basically kasi nakaano kami, skeletal work basis. So that means na there will be times talaga that you would be required pa rin to report sa office. Especially most of our roles kasi is consultancy roles eh. Although it could be done remotely, yun nga, as I've mentioned, consultancy siya. So client facing siya most of the time. So there would be times din talaga na if not na ma-request mag-report dito sa office, on-site siya. But if you're asking if the work could be done remotely, yeah, it can. I would just want the applicants to expect na may mga times lang na they would be needed to report. No, actually, all of our openings naman are like that, especially with the implementation. Yung na-mention ko kanina with the IT position, system analyst, and then for the accountancy is functional consultant. And then another pala for IT is technical consultants as well. So all of those is a mix of ano naman, work from home and then reporting on as needed basis here at our office or sa clients natin. And we follow naman a safety preventive measure. We provide the transportation, PPEs, documentation, and then testing kung kinakailangan. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, I hope I answered that. If you want to know more about those positions, you can go at our Jobs 180 website then.
Alright, so thank you for that, Miss Steph. Ma'am, I prepared a question. So, itanong ko lang to ma'am sa'yo para for the benefit of our audience po. So, ma'am, what is, ano po yung nagiging challenge kapag nag-hire ng new members ng team? So, syempre, before, after office, during break, kasama natin sila. So, ngayon, dahil bagong member sila ng team, wala tayong masyadong parang outside of the office interaction. So, ano yung mga nagiging challenges, ma'am, kapag nag-hire ng new additions or new members sa team, lalo na when it comes to collaboration and yung communication skills nila with their supervisors or other team members po?
Ayun. So, yun, one of the challenges din talaga is yun nga, kasi once na-hire namin sila, hindi na namin sila makasama, like, personally, no? But that doesn't mean naman na hindi na namin sila nakakasama talaga at all, kasi we have many employee engagement activities here at Direct, no? So, we have din mga huddles that we do na lahat ng employees kasali doon, mga weekly na ganun din. So, there's still a chance na nakakausap din talaga namin sila and getting to know them more, no? And aside from that, during the recruitment process or the application process with us, syempre may mga ina-answeran silang mga certain na application form. And then from that, kasi yung mga essay part doon, at a sense, at a glance, nakikilala namin sila ng maayos. And then of course, pag mga interviews, nakukuha mo naman yun eh. If like, alam mong magko-culture fit si applicant sa ano niyo, sa company niyo, nakukuha yun in interviews. And our interviews kasi it's not just hindi lang siya isa. So, usually it's a combination of three. So, one pre-screen, and then for the hiring manager, and then for the HR manager naman. So, kumbaga, may nakuha na kami na, sa pre-screen wise na kailangan. And then sila hiring manager or usually the department heads, nakuha nila yung kailangan technical wise, mga ganun. And then yung lastly, si HR manager naman, kung ano talaga yung pinaka-expectation ni employee dun sa company. Kasi, di ba, yun naman yung andun kasi yung mga salary negotiation and all. And yun, from all of those three, syempre makukuha namin kung the applicant is fit talaga for the role. Although it's harder now kasi it's mas prefer namin talaga before yung nakikita namin, nakakausap kasi iba yung mga body language, may mga ganun talaga. But yeah, we have to adapt eh. And we could still see that naman in online interviews then eh. So yeah, that's it. I hope I answered the question. Yan.
Suffice naman siya, ma'am. Thank you po.
Mhm.
Thank you.
All
Alright.
right.
So guys, if you want to check out vacancies at Direct Business, the link is on the ticker below. So it's jobsunity.com/direct business. If you're looking for opportunities, pag-graduate na kayo, you want to explore kung ano yung mga pwede nyong pasukan na positions. So pwede na kayo mag-explore dyan sa Direct. Alright? So Miss Steph, again, thank you for gracing us this morning. And we hope to have more of you po in the next few sessions in other schools as well. So thank you,
Sure.
Miss Steph. Have
All
a great
right.
day. Be
Thank
safe po.
you. Thank you, Miss Shari and Jobs 180 for this another opportunity to talk. So, yeah, I hope maging interested kayo in our company as well. We would welcome din naman kami for fresh grads talaga. So, yeah, thank you. Have a great
Thank you, Miss
day.
Steph. Have a
Or
great
keep
day
safe.
po. Ayan. So thank you, Miss Stephanie, for that very informative talk. So nakita niyo naman yung mga skills na nilagay niya, no? So para naman sa ating lahat, paano ba nag-hire yung mga companies for work from home positions? So let's ask or we will hear the discussion from Miss Poch Tort. She is a recruiter from ADP Philippines. She has been in the BPO industry since 2007 and a former member of the academe. She has been a part of human resources, training, operations upon joining the corporate industry. So with ADP, she has handled niche and volume hiring and is currently also one of the tasks to manage the hiring platform of for the Philippines talent acquisition. Miss Poch, if you're ready, please join us. Hi,
Hi,
ma'am. Good
Shari.
morning. Ma'am, can we test sharing your screen?
Good morning. Can you hear me well enough?
Yes, ma'am.
All
Audible
right.
po.
All right. Good. What did you want to test? I'm sorry.
Share screen, ma'am.
All right. Let me just pull up my share screen. All right.
So, ma'am, today, we have people from PLMar, various courses. So, we have people from HRM, education, we have people from marketing management, business administration, we have people from nursing, halo-halo siya, ma'am. So, public ad, ayan. So, ma'am, wala pa po sa screen. Ayan, ma'am, loading na po siya.
Ayan.
Ayan.
All right.
So, ma'am, you know the drill. I'll give the floor to you. I'll be back po in 20 minutes for Q&A. Thank you, Miss Poch.
All right. Thank you, Shari. So, good morning, everyone. As mentioned by Shari, my name is Poch. I'm from ADP Philippines. And for this particular portion, of the program, I was tasked to share with regard to the topic of how companies hire for work from home jobs. So I prepared a very short presentation. I hope that this will be helpful for everyone for today. So let's get started. There you go. So before we proceed with the main topic, I'd like to first introduce ADP. So who is ADP and why are we relevant to the industry, for lack of a better term? So ADP is one of the world's largest providers for business outsourcing solutions and services for human capital management. So what is human capital management? Basically, if you think about it, we are HR, and ADP provides HR services or HR functions for its different clients globally. Just a bit of a snapshot about ADP. As a company, we were established in 1949, and globally, we have about 58,000 associates worldwide. And other achievements that we have are recognitions from other global organizations. Perhaps one of the most important parts is because we are in the field of HR, as seen on the screen, around 39 million people, workers, get paid through ADP. We have clients internationally and even locally. There are certain BPO providers in the Philippines that have ADP as their payroll providers, and we are the global leader in hire to retire HR solutions. So as I mentioned earlier, the company itself is well recognized globally, as indicated there. So a lot of these things are given just this year and last year. Perhaps one of the things that is most, I would say, relevant nowadays is that we are one of the companies that are tagged as best places to work. So it shows that there is rather care for the employees, primarily if you do work for ADP. Our core values, just for everyone's knowledge, there are 7 core values of ADP. So this shows that we are very well rounded in regards to how the company is and how the company operates. So it's not just about the business, there's also integrity, insight, and other related aspects that provide a holistic approach to employment. And a lot of companies would ask you to choose them, but if you will ask us why you are to choose ADP as a either potential client or potential employer, very important is that we do provide or advocate growth, provide stability, and provide a very holistic culture. So it's not just one dimensional with regard to business transaction, but like what I said earlier, there's also care for both the client and the employees. So that's a very brief introduction as to who ADP is, what ADP is, for those who will be interested in us in the future. So let's proceed to the topic, recruiting from home. Evidently, recruiting from home, well, working from home primarily, it's not such a foreign concept. But of recent days, because of the pandemic, we have gradually transitioned to working from home. Earlier, I believe if I'm not mistaken, the speaker's name was Tiff. She was discussing several aspects about working from home and the corresponding challenges to it. So in relation to that, of course, if you have to work from home, then effectively you technically have to recruit from home. And recruiters right now, I think majority are working from home, and it also has its challenges. So that's what I will be proceeding to discuss for today. So let me share with you the recruitment process. Now, this particular recruitment process is specific to ADP, and I'm sharing this with you so that you will have familiarity of how we operate in terms of being able to, or at least trying to be fully operational just as if we were in the office. So I divided our process into four basic parts, and I say basic because there's definitely more to this than these four. But just to simplify it, I divided it into sourcing, talent acquisition, hiring managers, and onboarding. Now, because we are working remotely, all of these are happening from home. The homes of the recruiters, the homes of operations, and the homes of the candidates. Um, just to share with you, we do have minor operations already on site for those who have connectivity issues and for those with situations wherein work from home will not be conducive. But I would say about 90% of ADP Philippines population is still working from home. So how does it all start? When one applies to ADP, obviously you send in your resume or you send in your contact information. The first touch or the first people you will encounter or who will encounter your profile are our sourcing team. Now, the sourcing team will primarily conduct a resume review. And where will they get your resumes from? So they can either get it through LinkedIn, they can get it through the ADP portal or sent to our ADP email address or also through our partner sites. One of those partner sites being Jobs 180. So this is where we get the resumes of the candidates. Our team reviews it and sees whether or not they qualify for the positions that they have selected. Because obviously, if you select a position and if you're not qualified for the position, we wouldn't really risk putting you through there because we don't want to set you up for failure. We want to make sure that you understand the role and that you know what you're getting yourself into, in a way, to say it casually. So after that, there will be a pre-screening and scheduling, and this is conducted via phone, still care of our sourcing partners. So they call the candidates, they spend about roughly 5-10 minutes with them, and then they basically review whether or not the candidate understands the role that they are applying for and whether or not the candidate already has the complete documentation for it. And then after that, our sourcing team will provide a link for them to complete their profile in our recruiter management system. Or if they have already completed it prior to the interview, then the candidates will just validate, or rather, the sourcing partner will just validate the profile from the candidate. So after that, after the candidate is already scheduled, oh, who are they scheduled for? They are scheduled for our recruiters. So our lovely recruiters, well, myself included, our lovely recruiters are the ones that conduct the interviews. So we conduct interviews for different roles spanning from operations analysts or what other BPO companies call as agents, all the way up until our managers, even director level positions. So different recruiters handle for different positions. Each particular phone interview usually takes about 30 minutes, usually takes about 30 minutes minimum. And it covers key background review, comms assessment, and checking for fit. What is fit? In the same way that you fit your clothes, right? We also check if you are fit for the job. We also check if you are properly motivated to apply for the job that you have selected. And we also check for behavior. Now, of course, you might be thinking, but Poch, how are you able to check that over the phone? Obviously, if you're just talking to the person over the phone, it provides less of an opportunity to fully assess the person. That's why you have wonderful recruiters who ask the best questions possible. So with these particular questions, the recruiters are able to get to those things even if it's only via phone. So earlier, I was able to catch the tail end of the discussion of the earlier speaker. She was talking about asking questions using the STAR method and favorite questions of recruiters. So some of those are also, some if not all of those, are applicable to most recruiters in the business. So definitely detailed questions are needed for the recruiters to be able to assess these things. So once the candidate is successful with the recruiter assessment, the next level will be our hiring manager interviews. Now, the hiring managers, we also like to call them as your potential bosses. These are the people that you will be working with. Usually, these are representatives from operations. They are either your managers, your team leads, or your directors. This would be either your second level interview or your final interview. It depends on what operations decides with regard to how their interviews are going to be, how many and how often. Normally, this will be a video interview, but in cases wherein there are challenges with connectivity, the second option is always the phone. But as much as possible, our hiring managers always prefer to go at it via video because it's I would say, the most um, full experience with regard to them being able to assess the job fit of the person. And then after that, once they are successful, the next step would be the onboarding. So, onboarding is usually conducted by the recruiter and the onboarding team, and it's divided into two parts. The first part being contract discussion, and the second part being requirements discussion. So, currently, we do this via phone or via video, not really, or via video, via phone and video, because it's very important to have the opportunity to discuss it fully, given the complexity of the contract and given also the details of the requirements. Now, because everything is digital right now, the contract is also digital, sent via the portal and via the candidate's email, and the government documentations are also digitized primarily. The forms are sent via email. The government documents, unfortunately, we don't have a digital format for that yet, but we do ask the candidates to provide a scanned copies of their documents if they can't go to the office to submit the actual documents. But for the medical exam, it has to be physical, and we do provide the medical slips via email. So if you'll notice throughout the entire recruitment process, the modes of communication are phone or video. So that's the change that we had to make. We had to adjust to the need of the situation. It's been a year since we transitioned to recruiting from home, and we've been using these methods. They're not 100% foolproof, definitely, but they are feasible for us right now. Personal is still always the best, but since we can't afford that at the moment, we have to make adjustments. So that's how we recruit from home at the moment. So perhaps what will be most important to those who are watching right now would be recommendations on how to ace your virtual interview. So I've divided it into three parts. Although if you look at it, part one and part two kind of looks the same. So we'll just get into that a little bit later. So be prepared. That's very important. It's very important to be prepared. Based on experience, we have had candidates who will get into the call, and then when you ask them questions, they would give us answers like, I don't know, I didn't have the time to check, I'm not sure, I didn't have the time to look at it, which I think is disappointing for the company. It's kind of like wanting to join a party but not really knowing who the party is for. Like, you don't go into a birthday party and go, happy birthday, sino my birthday, right? So obviously, you want to know who the company is and what the role is, because knowing the company and knowing the role that you are applying for will definitely make the interviewer feel that you understand what you're getting yourself into. Now, of course, we know that there are a lot of situations wherein candidates would apply to many jobs, so they don't know anymore which company is interviewing them at the moment or what role they are applying for at the moment. But it it is our responsibility to come up with a list at least, or to have a little note to be able to remind us that, okay, my 11 a.m. meeting is with ADP, and that is for the team lead role. My 12 noon meeting is for company X, and that is for the manager role. That way you don't mix it up, you don't get confused. And knowing the role is also important, because especially for candidates who have very varied experiences, like they've been agents, they've been TLs, they've been managers, and then they don't know what role they're applying for right now. They would actually talk about other experiences other than those related to the role, the role that they are applying for. So it's important to know those things. It's important to do your research and remind yourself of what you are applying for and who you are applying for. Be prepared about yourself. There are certain instances wherein candidates would say, I don't know, I already forgot about it. It's a long time ago, or I don't know, I already forgot the role, which is disappointing because, like what I always tell my candidates, the best person, the best reference for the topic that is yourself is yourself. You are your own subject matter expert. And if you don't know yourself, then what else is there to talk about? We can't talk about your neighbor. It's not your neighbor that's applying for the job, right? It's you. So you have to know yourself. Next, charge your device. Sometimes we would call candidates and then they would be unreachable. And then a few minutes later or half an hour later, they will say, I'm sorry, ma'am, my phone was charging, or I'm sorry, ma'am, I lost battery. Understandable. Again, things happen, but best to always be prepared. Know your schedule. In the case of ADP, our schedulers send a text reminder of the interview that's going to happen. So, more often than not, our candidates know their schedule. But in case you're not that lucky to get a text message, in the scheduling call, take notes. Remember when your interview is. Find a good spot, noise free or minimal noise and with strong signal. I wrote there minimal noise because definitely we can't kill the chickens or the dogs or the children or the construction that's happening next door to me. I mean, I'm a personal victim of that. I'm not sure if you can hear. There's construction happening beside my place. You can't really be violent with them, but you have to just find your way to be in a noise-free situation, or at least minimal noise, so that you can be audible to your to the person that you're talking to, and of course, proper signal. We know this: the internet in the Philippines is not as dependable as we want it to be. Neither are the telcos. Know your areas. There are globe areas, smart areas, sun areas, etc., etc. So definitely, you have to be able to be aware of that. Look and sound prepared. So for video conferencing, it's very important to be confident and to dress comfortably. If you are confident, you will sound like it, you will look like it, even if you are scared or not sure of what you're talking about. There's a saying, fake it till you make it, but still do your research so that you'll know what you're faking. I think that's very important. You have to find a balance, but you have to be able to bring your A game. And of course, the last thing is to relax. You're at home. You can put your feet up. You can scratch your ear while you're in a call if you're not on video. But of course, if you're on video, if this is seen, then definitely anything below is not. So, and if you want to fiddle with your thumb while you are doing your call, then go ahead. If you have a stress ball and you want to do a stress ball under the table, then go ahead. Anything that will make you relax, because whatever helps you, it's a different situation than like in a face-to-face interview. So if it helps you get through it, then by all means go do it. Just make sure that again you still appear professional during the interview. And pretty much that's it. I think that covers 20 minutes. The Jobs 180 link for ADP is jobs180.com/ADP. So if you are interested in joining us, please feel free to visit that. That's it.
Thank you, Miss Poch. All right. So, guys, again, we are now open for questions for Miss Poch. So, kung meron kayong tanong, pwede nyo na ilagay sa ating comment section. So, ma'am, I think while our audience is coming up with their own questions, ma'am, I think I would like to ask na lang po about the requirements. Like do applicants need to have their work kits ready? Do you have a specific what do you call this ang tawag dito, internet speed or operating system that they need for them to prepare for these kinds of positions, or does it depend on the role that they are applying?
I have to be honest with regard to internet speed. There's no specification that's provided. By law, you're not supposed to reject a candidate based on internet speed. So we can't really say, "Oh, I can't hire you because you're only 5 Mbps." That's by law, you're not allowed to do that. But we do prefer that you would have the connectivity required as best as you can, as well as you can afford. That's very important, I would say. With regard to devices, the company tries its best to provide the device for the candidate once they do get selected, but it will be the responsibility of the candidate to pick it up from the office because sign-offs need to be made. We unfortunately can't just deliver it to the candidate, so it has to be signed for. So I hope that answers it. Not sure if it does. So.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. So, ano na po yun? Suffice na po yun. Next
Cool.
question, ma'am. Ma'am, openings, possible openings where fresh grads can apply at ATP. What are the roles?
Currently, for fresh grads, operations analyst roles are available. So, by definition, these are similar in a way to agent roles in a regular BPO. But because we are in the field of HCM, human capital management, so our operations analysts take care of client management in relation to payroll and HR support. So, same thing, they can send it to our Jobs 180 site, or they can also send it through the ADP Jobs portal if they wish to. Both are agreeable. For fresh grads and even for senior high graduates, because by law, you can already hire senior high graduates.
All right, so that's it. So, guys, are you sure you have no questions? So, ma'am, on behalf of PLMar and of Jobs 180 and also from CEU, we'd like to thank you for joining us this morning. And guys, if you want to explore vacancies at ADP, the link is below. So, jobs180.com/ADP. So, dun kayo pwede maghanap, mag-explore ng positions for them. All right? So, Miss Poch, again, thank you. We hope to see more of you, ma'am, in the future sessions po for other skills. So thank you again, ma'am.
Sherry. Have a good day. Bye.
Have a great day, ma'am. Bye. Alright. So, salamat po sa ating mga naging speakers for this morning. So, I'm sure you guys have learned a lot. So, if meron po kayong question regarding the talk or regarding your account sa jobsiniki.com, feel free to message us on Facebook, facebook.com/jobs180 for us to help you para ma-address namin yung concern ninyo. Ayan. So, please also don't forget to evaluate. So, there is an evaluation for this event. So, that is for PLMar. So, to secure your attendance and participation in the event, meron na ipapasagot sa inyo si PLMar. So, we will flash it on the screen and put it up sa ating comment section as well. Ayan. So, nandito sa baba. Ayan. So, to officially close today's session, so we will put the link sa comment section para you can click on it. Alright? So, to officially close today's session, may we invite Sir Wally Von Uy. He is the Career Services and Placement Assistant for PLMar. Si Sir Wally po muna. Okay. If Sir Wally is here, can we ask for Sir Wally?
Hi. Hello. Good morning,
Good
guys.
morning, sir.
Good
Ayan.
morning,
Thank
Miss
you for
Shari.
being with us.
Thank you
All
so
right, sir,
much.
the
Glad
floor
to be
is
here.
yours. The floor is yours for the closing remarks po.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Shari. All right. Hello. Good morning, everyone from CEU, and of course for our friend here, PLMar. Thank you so much for coming. I hope everyone has learned something from today's session. This webinar is very helpful since this is the pandemic time, so this is our first time. Siguro yung era natin, this is the first time that we'll be experiencing this. This is hard to us, but I hope that from this session you have learned a lot, we gained a lot, and we have to improve ourselves to be part of the job market for this time of pandemic. Um, Most of the time people may say that this is kind of hard, there's no vacancies, you have recession and etc., but no, I think that this time is very challenging, but don't despair. There is always hope for us, and we will see to it that everyone, the fresh graduate, also the alumni who are watching this, will have their career path, and we will help you every step of the way. And I hope that with all the questions that have been asked today, guide you. No, hopefully everything will be smooth sailing. Sometimes it has a bumpy road out there, but don't worry. Everyone, including us, will help you to reach your goal. So thank you so much. If you have questions, feel free to email us. We will be giving also our email to you for the CEU people, for CEU Manila. And of course, if there's anything that you want me, if there's anything that you would like to ask, just reach me out. Thank you so much. Miss Shari,
Thank you, Sir Wally, for that. Thank you, sir, for being in partnership with us for this event. Wow. Have a great day, sir. Thank you.
have a great day. Thank you so much.
All right. So now to hear it from Sir Ryan, OSAS External Director for Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Marikina. He will be giving us the closing remarks. Sir Ryan, the floor is yours.
Hi, good morning, Miss Shari. Good morning po sa inyong lahat. On behalf of the management of the Pamantasan Lungsod ng Marikina, we would like to say thank you very much for this opportunity, Sir King of jobs180.com, and also all the staff. Maraming pong salamat. And also to all the heads of the Office of Student Affairs o Pamantasan Lungsod ng Marikina, maraming salamat sa suportang ibinibigay niyo po at pagbibigay ng tulong sa ating mga estudyante. At sa lahat ng mga estudyante ng Pamantasan Lungsod ng Marikina, maraming salamat sa pag-participate para sa nasabing webinar. Katulad nga ng sinabi ng ating mga administration, ng mga nauna sa ating opening remarks, pati sa welcoming remarks, na sana hindi maging hadlang ang pandemyang ito para tayo ay panghinaan. Bagkus tayo ay maging matatag, lumaban sa hamon ng buhay. At lagi kong sinasabi sa aking mga estudyante, ang tunay na hamon ng buhay hindi lang matatagpuan sa loob ng eskwelahan. Bagkus ito ay matatagpuan sa labas ng eskwelahan. Dapat ay gamitin natin yung lahat ng mga bagay na tutunan natin ngayong araw na ito na magiging sandata natin pagdating ng buhay. At sa mga hinaharap pa natin, tatahakin sa buhay. Wag lang natin kalimutan sa ating mga participants sa Pamantasan Lungsod ng Marikina na sagutan ng ating evaluation form para sa nasabing session. Muli sa inyong lahat, sa lahat ng mga speaker ngayong hapon, ngayong araw na nagbigay ng kanilang knowledge at sharing their expertise, maraming pong salamat sa inyong lahat. Thank you very much, Shari.
Thank you din po, Sir Ryan, for partnering with us. Ang galing niyo mag-Tagalog, sir. Nainggit ako. Thank you, Sir Ryan.
Thank you.
We hope to see more of you po in other events. And salamat po ulit for partnering with us, for trusting us for this event. So thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Have a great day po. Ayun. So guys, from Sir Ryan, again, please huwag kalimutan mag-evaluate ng event. So that is for your attendance. Yung link natin nandoon sa comment section. Alright? So we would like to thank Accenture again for being one of our corporate sponsors for this event. So for career opportunities, you can go to jobs3.com/Accenture. And guys, please watch out for the next set of webinars that we are hosting for other schools next week. So tomorrow, meron din isa. So if you are interested to check out the topics and you're interested to attend, pwede rin kayo manood doon sa mga sessions na yan. Alright? So, see you guys and have a great afternoon. Stay safe. Bye!
Change. It happens when you least expect it, but also when you embrace it. At Accenture, we help the world's biggest brands thrive through change. Our people combine technology and creativity, expertise and experience, learning and collaboration, passion and purpose to make a difference for our clients, their customers, our company, and our communities. Behind every great change is a great human. Bring your skills, your curiosity, and your true self to your work every day. Let's do incredible things. Let's deliver on the promise of technology and human ingenuity.
As alumni of Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Marikina, it helps a lot me to build my self-confidence that I use to achieve my goals in life. I am J.R. Banawa, Bachelor of Science with Industrial Management, batch 2011, as a restaurant manager, proud PLMar yan.
Magandang araw po. Bilang isang mag-aaral na nagtapos sa kursong BSc in HRM sa Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Marikina, isa sa mga bagay na natutunan ko ay ang pagiging masikap, matyaga at ang paghulma sa aking kakayanan at talento upang pagyamanin ang mga bagay na natutunan ito. Ako po si Chef Mark Wilbur Yap, isang trainer at assessor at nagmamayari ng maliit na negosyo, batch 2008, proud PLMar yan.
Aside from being a religious sister, I also serve our congregation, the church, and our society as a preschool teacher. And Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Marikina has been an excellent training ground for me. PLMar molded me not only in the field of education, but also my character and my vision as a sister and as a person. I am Sister Karen S. Basilio, Bachelor of Elementary Education, major in Early Childhood Education, batch 2018. A religious sister and a licensed professional teacher. Proud PLMar yan.
As alumni of Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Marikina, it helps me grow professionally. I became more competent and confident in everything I do. It also helps me achieve my career goals. I am Julian Christie, graduate of Business Administration at Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Marikina, batch 2015. I am an event organizer and owner of Julie Events Management, and I am proud PLMar yan.
Isa po ako sa mga unang naging produkto ng Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Marikina. Isa ako sa mapalad na nabigyan ng pagkakataon upang tuparin ang aking pangarap. Pangarap na makapagtapos ng aking pag-aaral. Ang universidad na ito ang aking naging gabay, kaya naman I'm proud to say that I am serving our country for almost 12 years. And still counting. Ako po, si Police Staff Sergeant Marian Bukel, batch 2007 of Bachelor of Science in Criminology. Proud to be PLMar.
Ang Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Marikina ay isang unibersidad na nagbigay ng pagkakataon sa tulad kong nangarap na makapagtapos ng pag-aaral. Dito ako hinubog upang maging handa sa anumang hamon ng buhay. Kaya naman, I am proud to say that I'm serving our country for 13 years right now. I am Police Staff Sergeant Eileen M. Domingo, a member of Philippine National Police and a pioneer batch of Bachelor of Science in Criminology, batch 2007, proud to be PLMar yan.
As alumnus of Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Marikina, it helps me a lot to become prepared in the work industry by guiding us to explore and discover our strengths and weaknesses and providing us the knowledge to become a great individuals. I am Mark Lester Basco, an administrative officer at the Bureau of the Treasury Department of Finance, a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Financial Management, batch 2019, proud PLMar yan.